Alright guys, we're back in BO7 Zombies beta. This place looks absolutely amazing, and today I'm gonna show you probably the best weapon in the game that we have right now. Out of the, I think it's 16 guns, this is the XR3 Ion sniper rifle. This is a 3-round burst sniper. It doesn't have a lot of bullets in the mag, but it does insane damage. We have it blue, no pack-a-punch on round 10, and we're doing 2,900 damage per shot, and we're shooting 3 bullets at once, so it does like 10k damage without even pack-a-punching, just the blue rarity. This thing is an absolute monster, and in order to make it like really good, you do have to like play with it a bit to unlock attachments and stuff like that. I'm gonna put the loadout on the screen right now, and I think one of the biggest things you can have is like getting the extended mags and the rapid fire and everything, and make it like really good for ADS. And it's also like a fully automatic sniper. You don't necessarily have to click every time. You can just like hold mouse 1, you're just gonna like automatically burst fire. I mean, the damage on this thing is absolutely ridiculous. So let's go and pack-a-punch it, because for some reason there is a bit of a disadvantage with this weapon. So whenever we pack it, we have 21 bullets in the mag. Yeah, we only get 14, unfortunately. It kind of like reduces the amount of bullets you get, but this will do an insane amount of damage whenever maxed out, and can like 3-4 shot of Zursan, stuff like that, or like really high rounds. This thing is an absolute beast. Okay, let's see the damage now. Pap 1 blue, 4,752. Multiply that by 3, that's like, I don't know, maybe 14,000 damage per shot on Pap 1. That is absolutely ridiculous, and you can shoot it pretty fast as well. But as I said, like, one of the biggest things with this gun is going to be the ammo reserve and the ammo in the magazine. But whatever I used is for ADS and that biggest magazine in there. And it helps out a bit, because without the biggest mag, you only have like 10 bullets in the clip. But look at this, man. This gun is just absolutely ridiculous. And in a few rounds, we're gonna have our first Zorsa encounter. And yeah, we're gonna absolutely cook him. And in order to get some nice salvage, you can use a melee weapon, smack that, and like throw grenades or throw guns in there. The higher the rarity on the gun, the more salvage you're gonna get. So if you throw in a golden weapon, you could potentially get 1,000 salvage back, and you can do that like 3 times per round. And you could do this by spinning the box. You get a gun from the box, and then you just throw it in there, and you get extra salvage. Because not gonna lie, finding salvage in this game is not gonna be like the easiest thing ever. So yeah, that's definitely a very nice way to get it back. There we go. Also, gonna be honest, these little things, they're annoying as hell. Not gonna lie, I didn't think they were gonna be that annoying, but they kinda are. There we go, let's get that max ammo. Let's try this again. Also, if you have melee macchiato and you try to like punch with the melee macchiato, it's not gonna open this up. You have to actually either hit it with a melee weapon or smack it whenever you don't have melee macchiato. So let me just do this again. Okay, you hit that. You can also throw like grenades. You can throw tomahawks, as you can see right here. Or you can just put in guns. Alright, so this thing does like almost 5,000 damage per bullet on Pap 1. I'm gonna progress a bit the rounds, get to the Zorsa fight, and then we're gonna pack-a-punch 2 and see what we can do against that. And also I'll show you some ways on how you can take that guy down faster. Alright guys, we made it to round 16. Time to pack-a-punch this to level 2. I managed to get purple rarity on as well, which is very nice. If you throw in a purple gun in there, it just gave me like 750 salvage. So let's wait for the Zorsa to spawn in. There we go, the big bear. The big bad bear. And oh my god, did you see that damage? Also, just so you know, this guy is weak to napalm burst at the moment. There's gonna be a few MMOs that we don't have already, which are gonna be Brain Rot and Shadow Rift. So when the open beta starts, we could potentially have like a second MMO that is weak to, but at the moment it's napalm. And did you see how fast that guy went down? Like, we didn't even like hit his crit spot or anything. And I was gonna show you a nice way to take him down fast, even at the higher rounds, but well, the guy just died way too quick. Let's see the damage you can do on a zombie. Now, on pack 2 purple, 14,000 damage on headshots. Yeah, 14,000 damage. Multiply that by 3, that's like 42,000 damage. Up to purple rarity. This thing can potentially one-shot at health cap. I don't know if he's gonna one-shot the armor zombies though, because these guys are pretty tanky at the moment, but everything else is gonna stand absolutely no chance. And whenever you max this thing out completely, it does some pretty insane non-critical damage as well, which is really good. And when we have the full game, we're gonna have all the augments, because right now we have like absolutely no augments on our perks. So imagine if we put double standard on oh, we got a ray gun. Imagine if we put double standard on double tap with this weapon that shoots 3 bullets at once. Yeah, you're gonna do a lot of damage. Also, you cannot put a ray gun in there, just, you know, so you know. And potentially you could get very lucky and get a ray gun from this thing as well. So if you melee it and then you try to give it this, it doesn't work. But you can also throw one of these and you get some more salvage. It's best to like keep spinning the box and like put some weapons in there so you can get your rarity up even faster. But you know what? I'm gonna pass a bit of rounds because I feel like at the moment we're like way too overpowered and everything. And let's get to a higher round and see what this weapon can do. Okay, we got another bear spawning in. I'm really gonna show you now a really nice tactic to take him down. Use a stun grenade. You throw a stun. You throw a tomahawk at a weak spot. Oh my god, that did so much damage. 21,000 damage per shot. That was like a 2-shot around 20. Holy crap, that was insane. I didn't expect him to go down that fast. So it's like 60,000 damage per shot with this gun. But stuns actually work on the bear, which is very nice, so you can like stun him for like a few seconds. And tomahawks will always like one-shot the honeycombs on him. So always try to like throw a tomahawk to break those like spots on him. And to reveal its actual weak spot, which is on his head, you have to actually break the honeycomb that is on his head. And then it's gonna reveal like a red spot. And shooting that red spot will actually deal critical damage to the boss. And this thing, well, as you guys saw, it really made quick use of him. Like, that was ridiculous. 2-shotting a Xursa is kind of insane. But also tomahawks are extremely powerful. Stun grenades are very good to, you know, get him to stand still for a few seconds. And also, the ray gun Mark II, if by any chance you manage to get it, that thing is like absolutely insane against him as well, even at the round 50 plus. Alright, there we go. Let's keep progressing the rounds now. Let's get to maybe round 30 and then pack a punch this gun to level 3. See what we can do. Alright guys, round 30, and we do have a special round, and I'm gonna show you how to deal with those guys very quick. You just come next to the trap, turn it on, and that's like the whole round of like these guys, because later on, like after round 40 and stuff, these guys are so freaking quick, it's absolutely insane. And it's gonna be kind of hard to like run away from them and everything, and one full trap will take down a round even if you're playing in a 4-man co-op at round 50. So definitely we're doing it. Also, gonna be honest, this thing, it's creepy as hell. Like, I don't know who designed it or anything, but that thing, it's kind of weird. Alright, but we're on 30. Time to pack a punch this thing to level 3. We got legendary rarity on it. I think we have a bear as well. Yes, we do, which is awesome. Let's see what damage we can do against this fella. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're throwing a stun right there. We stunned ourselves as well. That's totally fine. Let's try to train up the zombies a bit. Train them up, train them up. We're doing over 30,000 damage on headshots at the moment, which is crazy. And we're doing pretty good body damage as well. Oh my god, look at that damage, man. Like, it might not have a lot of bullets in the magazine and in reserve as well, but if you combine this thing with maybe like a ray gun or even an AR or an SMG, this thing is nuts. This thing is insane. It's like the ultimate weapon for bosses and anything. And I really want to see what it can do in the full game. Wish they would have buffed a bit the... So we're doing 7,000 damage on non-crit spot with Napalm Burst on the bear, which is kind of insane. I yet have to see like the actual headshot damage. It's 38,000 headshot damage. Yeah, that's a lot. That is definitely a lot. I'm gonna use a ray gun to take down those guys because they're annoying as hell. Okay, where is that bear? I want to see where the bear is. Oh my god, 57,000 damage. Bear is dead. Bear is gone. We are out of ammo as well, but the bear is gone. I'm gonna buy some ammunition. But one thing for sure, even though these weapons are like slow compared to like usual guns and stuff like that, compared to like an AR or an SMG, the fact that we don't really have super sprinters in this game makes them so much easier to use, because you can always train them up and form like a nice horde, and then, you know, you just go to town with the guns. You are gonna have like super sprinters and everything later on, but they're gonna be like less in numbers compared to BO6, so most of the weapons are gonna be like easier to use and are gonna be sort of viable. They might not do the best damage, but they will definitely hold up because you can train up the zombies and you know, you don't have to like run for your life non-stop without being able to shoot. But there you go, that was pretty much run done. Just like 38,000 damage. Multiply that by 3, that will go over 100,000 damage per shot with this thing. Over 100,000 damage per shot. Yes, armor zombies are probably not going to be a one-shot because they're like extremely tanky right now, but everything else will go down so quick. And that Zersa, well, that was like a 3-shot. It didn't really hit the crit spot too well, but that's like a 3-shot at round 30 to 40. Alright, I'm gonna pass a few more rounds. I'll actually go to round 40, and let's see what this can do towards round 40 when we have a Zersa as well. Well, round 36, we got another bear, guys. I think it's definitely another nice time to actually test this out against the bear. So again, it doesn't matter what round you're at. If you throw a tomahawk at one of the honeycombs, it's gonna automatically break it. You see that weak spot? That was a 2-shot. That was a 2-shot on the bear. Round 36. That's how insane this weapon is. But you saw that red spot whenever you broke that honeycomb? That's the actual weak spot of the boss. So you have to like, you know, make it appear by like hitting him in the head. That was like 30,000 damage with that tomahawk as well. Also, be very careful with these bears, because if he gets like near you and he starts attacking, he's not gonna stop. Like, he's extremely fast. There we go, we broke that weak spot. Is he standing? Is he sitting like on a chair? What the bear doing? That was so odd. He was like sitting on a chair or something. That was kind of funny. That was really funny. Okay. Go bear. But yeah, whenever you line those guys up, I mean, look at the damage numbers, man. Like, there's so many damage numbers. You can like shoot through so many zombies. And what the hell was that Ravager doing going through the floor like that? There we go. Like, I know you're gonna buy ammo a lot with this gun. And this is why I like mean to like pair with like a ray gun or something. So you use it only on like big hordes or on the big enemies and everything. But this is pretty much like the best gun in the game, honestly. Like, I'm having so much fun. It's such a fun weapon to use. It does take a bit of grinding to actually get maxed out and everything, because for some reason the biggest extended mag is like a level 40 or something. But we do have double XP, so you're gonna go through those levels a bit faster. But let's be honest, like, you're doing 100 and what? 116,000 damage? Or something like that? Over 110,000 damage per shot. I mean, it's a burst, but still. 100-something thousand damage per click, it's absolutely nuts. And on the Zersa, we were doing like 171,000 damage. And keep in mind, as I said, we don't really have any augments or anything. Like, we can put double standard on double tap to do double non-critical damage. And this weapon does like, what is it? 6.4, that's like 12,000 damage per shot, meaning it's almost 37,000 damage in the body. We don't have Vulnera being on Elemental Pop to increase that elemental damage even more to Zersa. Like, we can like increase the damage so much more with this gun whenever we get the augments. We can increase the fire rate with double tap augments as well. Like, this weapon can like get so much better. But yeah, the ammo situation, I guess, is like the worst part about it. But other than that, this thing slaps really hard. Let me pick this up. And also I've seen a lot more like max ammo drops in this game compared to BO6. Like in BO6 I barely get like max ammos other than the special round, but in this game you definitely get a lot more. There we go. That's like full automatic fire, but I think if you click it, it's like even faster. Like you take down so many zombies, man. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's form like a big horde. And let's shoot into the horde. Let's see how many kills we can get with one shot. Of course, we have to like aim at head and everything. How many is that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6. That's 6 kills. And then Napalm Burst got a kill as well. And then I'm pretty sure he can get like even more. That was like 1. That was like a lot. Oh my god, that was a lot. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely get like 5, 6, 7 kills with this per shot, which is crazy. This is why I like not having super sprinters, because I can actually train and, you know, survive instead of just running for my life and like relying on kill streaks and everything. This is a much better experience basically. Alright, we're gonna go to round 41. We're gonna exfil at that. I'm not gonna go to health cap. I already got the calling card and everything, so let's go to 41 and exfil. Alright guys, here we go. Round 41, time to exfil. I'm actually gonna get monkey bombs because we're gonna have some zombies in there. And monkey bombs are, believe it or not, really good in this game. So let's go calling the exfil. Dude, that trap is so freaking creepy. And here we're gonna have to take down the big bad HVT bear. You don't have to get like a certain amount of kills or anything, so do that. This guy is a lot tougher. What is tougher? A lot tougher than the other ones, but not for this gun. Not for this gun. I'm telling you. Tomahawks and this, or Tomahawks and like the Mark II, just going crazy. And we get 2 Gobblegums, Holiday Cheer and Die Pitched. Alright, let's get out of here. That was a great game. I love this gun. The X3 Ion? XR3 Ion, something like that. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't even remember the name of it. Wow, amazing Gobblegums. Wait, let me check it again. How did I forget the name of it? XR3 Ion. Yeah, that's the one. This thing, it's absolutely insane. Definitely give it a go. You're gonna have a great time with it. You might buy ammo a lot, but it's such a fun weapon to use. And the damage it does, like, yeah, it needs to have some drawbacks to be fair. Look at that, this thing, it's so insane looking. Anyways, smash the like button, subscribe for more content, let me know in the comments what I think about this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.